Speaking of power out, well, let's bring in National Grid's Jared Paventi. He joined us at 5 o'clock. Jared, thanks for staying with us and being with us again at 6 o'clock. When we talked to you at 5, I think the number was somewhere in that 46,000 range. Give us a latest of how you're doing trying to bring that number down.
Sure, and thanks for having me back, Jeff. We're down to about 41,500. I know I say down, it's still a relatively large number, but we have made progress in the greater Syracuse area. In the Syracuse metro area, we have about 5,500 customers who are still out. We're looking at a number of about 35,600 in the Mohawk Valley, with about a third of that in the city of Rome. So we know that there is a lot of work ahead of our crews tonight, who are out in the field assessing damage, so that way they can start making repairs as quickly and as safely as possible.
Yeah, Jared, I know we talked at 5 o'clock for everybody out there, and we were looking pictures from the city of Rome right there. For everybody out there that's not part of National Grid, if you see it downwired, consider it being live. I'm curious, though, as you kind of talk to us about assessing damage, then getting to it, everybody wants their power back on immediately. I know it. We've all been there, right? But what is that process to make sure all of your people are safe, especially in a situation like this where the damage is kind of widespread all over the place?
So our crews work in concert with public safety officials to make sure that the areas where we're going are safe. We want to make sure that the buildings are sound, that there aren't any hazards in the way, whether it's flooding, whether it's potential of trees that may need to be safeguarded. We'll bring in tree crews to assist with that, because the last thing we want is to have a crew member in a bucket working on a pole and have debris falling around them. So we need to make sure that the scene is safe. And then we start with our restoration process, which starts on transmission lines, those large lines that you often see off the sides of roads that are carrying large amounts of electricity to our substations. And we move to the substations, and then for any repairs, and then to distribution lines, the lines that carry power to our neighborhoods and then to our homes. Along the way, we're also paying attention to critical facilities like hospitals and schools. They are priorities for us when it comes to restoration. But in some of the situations that we're seeing, the first thing we got to do is make sure that the scenes that we're working at are safe. So that way, when we do get crews in there and get trucks into those areas, that they're going to be able to work safely.
Jared Paventi, National Grid, I know you have a lot of work to do. They're trying to do it as safely and as quickly as they can. Thanks for your time, Jared. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.